Yes, people of Never a Foul, man. It's Catch your host always doing the most. And guess what? The summer begins today. You know, when there's no more games to really talk about, you can't really talk about the FA Cup no more. Maybe in little spells when you want to banter, you know, but a transfer window, few days, but like literally a few days before it. And then now it's that time where it gets shameless, where it gets funny, where man them get hijacked like last year and so much more. But today, if you want to know, we're going to be talking about Olise, Fabrizio Romano, loves his little retweets. But you know how it goes. It's looking like it's just Chelsea or it is Man United. Ches sources are up and go. I saw it yesterday. I showed you, man. Yeah, I put you on blast, Ches. And then Liverpool with the target in a DM to partner McAllister. I think that's looking like the key role right now, Michael Edwards. Varela from Porto. I'm not gonna lie to you lot. I don't know a massive heap about him, and I don't think most people do. But if you do, it would be sick to have your input about him. And then Ederson, if anyone saw Atalanta, he was balling out. That guy's a baller, big baller. And then Maresca, new Chelsea coach, Tosin Adarabioyo, looks like he's been offered a contract as well. And Summerville, which isn't in the title, but Summerville targeted by Liverpool, left winger. So what does that really mean for Luis Diaz? We don't know. But we'll find out anyways, and we'll talk about it. And Chelsea got minor links as well. But what you man saying?
Hey man, I'm just here I'm here to give my two pence. Obviously Ches wasn't here yesterday, so he was lucky he didn't get to hear the onslaught of what I had to say about his manager or his potential manager and how things are gonna go at his club. But listen, it's cool, them man are gonna do. I know what Ches is gonna say to me. We're gonna see how it goes. We see how it goes, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, big up yourself, and don't ever have on Slot's name in your head again. Just don't ever say that again. You know what I'm saying?
You done it.
You know what I'm saying? No, Ches, you know, bro. Like it's cool, like you know what I'm saying? Like it's cool, man.
Nah, you know what? We got everyone in the chat. We got Monson and Kaz as always. Yeah, man. It's interesting, isn't it? Like. We'll talk, innit? Like, it's interesting. What can I say, innit? Like, what it is, innit? The politician ones. You just give like a blank answer, like, so it's really vague. Like,
No, the politician is like, right now we don't have all the details, so we can't comment in this moment of time. But as soon as we do, we'll get it to you straight away.
Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, something like that.
Please the audience, innit? Just to keep them quiet.
What's the best one? What's the one they always use when someone's on the brink of going to have? They go, I don't think it's respectful to speak about someone that's not actually part of the club at this moment in time.
100%. Like, he's not actually here to talk about this. So I'm going to let you speak.
It's disrespectful to Leicester City. It's disrespectful to Leicester City.
It should be for him. It was there, like.
And then the player comes out. It's like, I love the club and I love the fans. I'll never forget them. I'm focused on the new season. We're going into the new season of that team, and then before you know it, doing a Fabian Delph, doing up a Fabian Delph,
Nah, bro, I'm not gonna disrespect Leicester City at this moment in time. So when we hear anything more, we'll speak.
Bro, on that though, apparently they're looking to get a 15-point deduction thing, which makes sense to why he's jumping so early.
Wait, as in Leicester? Leicester again?
Yeah, 100%. They're looking at next
crazy.
Season. That's quite a lot of points.
Wait, is it at the start of the Premier League?
Bro, let me find it actually. Let me not talk.
So you're saying man, I'd be on -15. There's no way these men are gonna start on -15.
No, I'm not even lying. I don't think I saw it. I saw something like a 15-point induction is looking like it's heading their way.
What, Leicester? Yeah, I saw something like that as well. To be fair, I saw something like that as well. No, I know you're talking about.
Whether it materialized or not, obviously, different conversation, but that's mad.
Yeah, there we go. There you go, Monts. Is that the one, Monts, by the way?
Yeah, that's one.
All right, cool. But yeah, man, we might as well just talk about this Pep 2.0, man. This B-Tech Pep. You know what I mean, man. this guy, like this absolute new white mega mind on the block. Like, Ches, you know what? I wanted to talk about obviously in the title and stuff, but let me know your real thoughts, because according to the Ches sources, you know, RDZ, all of that, yeah, and RA, Ruben Amorim, and tried to have one over man like David Ornstein out of all people, yeah. Come on, man. Even I'm not that shameless.
Nah, I can't be too shameless today.
Leicester is the new Chelsea coach. 5 years, you know, not even 2-year deal with the extra option. It's actually a 5-year deal. Come on, man. Let's see your best Ice Spice.
Man, I put Enzo Maresca. That's a new one. You man are taking the absolute piss.
Bro, I'm taking Mascara over Slut. I'm taking Mascara over Slut, though. Like,
wait, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
I definitely am.
No, you're not.
My man just called a slut. Are you deep in it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. If we're talking names,
actual manager at home is peak. Like,
bro, Enzo Maresca, come get your lashes today. Are you fucking crazy?
Nah.
The lash tech.
Slut is definitely worse.
The lash tech. Wait, you're telling me your gaffer's a lash tech? Fuck off. Fuck off.
I can't believe it, man.
Your manager's giving up. Your manager's giving up on a daily. Don't be talking about my mascara.
Nah, man. Giving up on a daily. Hey, Astrid Chest. Let's go, man.
Bro,
let's see what you got, man.
His manager's the manager of Astrid Chest, bro.
Look at you. Maybe it's Maybelline. Fuck off.
Maybe it's Maybelline, but you're taking the piss.
Listen, you're worth it. L'Oreal.
What's this guy waffling? Hey, Kaz, you're not coming up there from Mo, that subscriber Mo. What's he waffling about?
Or what, the Chelsea board?
Yeah.
Oh my God. The Chelsea board are considering sacking Enzo Maresca because he doesn't want to say in transfers and would rather coach at Ches.
But that's actually true though. Like, what is this comment?
No, Ches. No, on the real.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Be serious, man.
I will be serious. By the way, Ches, when he's ready to drop his skincare routine, let me know. I've got notifications on that.
Say that. You know what? Yeah. Obviously, it's not. To be fair to Kaz and once, RDZ probably wasn't my first choice. If you were to give me the list after Potts got sacked, it wouldn't have been RDZ, Maresca, McKenna, Frank, all these man. Of course, it wouldn't have been these guys. But they're looking for these up-and-coming possession-based managers. That's what these men want on their CV. That's what they wanted. That's what they're going to get. And they have all these men piping up, yo, Ches, your club's going back. Because at the end of the day, Lewis said yesterday on the stream very smartly, it's like, if they trust this guy and it's slightly different to what we got before, then like, I have to also back it. But it doesn't mean I have to trust it 100% and sit here shamelessly and go, yeah, it's going to bang, it's going to work. If Potts is still here, I have a lot more trust. I was saying to you, man, once, you said yesterday's stream, yeah, before Potts got sacked, I was saying to you, man, give him the striker, then we can get top 4. And even you, man, believed it. It's true.
No, it's true.
I always believe when you finish a season that strongly, you can easily start the season in the same format. Yeah. Like 100%.
I don't know about that, to be fair.
Yeah, think about it. I got evidence based on it. Newcastle, great example. When they had that 2022 or whatever they did under Eddie Howe when he came in the job. Under Antonio Conte, when they finished strong, they started the league very, very strong as well, and then they crumbled. Liverpool last season, that's another one. The only team that you could potentially say as well that doesn't is probably maybe a Man City sometimes, like, because this is why the whole narrative City don't look the same always come about, because that's that narrative. But they're allowed to because they're a machine, in it. But that's what I'm thinking. Like, Chelsea could definitely have had something, because in my opinion, confidence is higher than it's ever been probably in the last couple of years. Do you know what I mean? And everyone is scoring goals. The only thing you put in to shore up, you would say, is probably your defense, because that was the more of your strong point before, and then in your defense and your attack wasn't. But yeah, that's the only argument. Yeah, completely flipped in his head.
Because Potts couldn't find the balance, innit? He got the defense right, and then the attack was poor. And then towards the second half of the season, the attack was good and the defense was really poor. So we need to get the balance. But the thing is that it is a slightly different appointment, because they have actually done a thorough process with this one. Out of all of the people we've hired, I feel like this guy makes the most sense for what we are right now. That doesn't mean, by the way, you man and everyone in the chat, that I want it to be this guy. Because if you told me you're gonna get Leicester,
don't worry, Ches. I got a folder
Like-
with you already. There's 2 bits of receipts in there, so don't worry, we'll catch it.
No, 100%. Like, it's what it is. It's part of the game. Game's the game, innit? Like, is what it is. I'm still gonna be shameless if you win a few games behind the league.
Of course.
Of course, how it goes. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna predict it now and say, yeah, it's gonna bang. Because at the same time, it could bang, it could flop. Everyone's saying the same thing is true. I ask people who laugh in the chat and be like, yo, you're laughing, but is he gonna flop? No one can tell me he won't flop. No, I never said that word. I never said that word once.
Ches, you know what it is, bro?
I'll take it back.
Ches, you and Man U fans, as you know me, as the bitter Liverpool fan I am, bro. You know me, innit? Yeah, the bitter Liverpool fan I am, bro.
Receipts. I'm getting scared of these
receipts. I've had to sit here and have my manager called slut drop, bro, for like slut drop and all these words come short. I've heard come short bare times. It's just sounding bare sus, bro. Yeah, and now I've been hearing this from like this high horse of Chelsea United, like this high horse, because I heard stuff about Zidane, Tuchel, and then on your side I'm hearing something Flick, you know what I'm saying, De Zerbi. I'm hearing all these names, and then United, I'm hearing United. Well, at one point it was McKenna. You man, it was McKenna, Mackenzie. Now I'm hearing Thomas Frank, fucking Enzo. The fact that I'm now hearing these names.
It's mad, man, because you know what the maddest thing once? He might be the best. He might end up being the best Enzo at the club.
Oh, listen, having 2 Enzos. Who would have thought?
I'm not entertaining this part. You might awful here.
No, you know what the maddest thing is, yeah? You know what the maddest thing is, yeah? This is where you can probably give Arsenal some prop, even though there's nothing to do with Minutes title, right? Is, bro, the fact that they done it 5 years ago, maybe they saw something that a lot of people didn't. Going to get a manager who's not necessarily obviously being Pep's number 2, but in general, the influx of managers that are coming through are not going to be that great. The coaches that are available are not exactly amazing, and they've done it 5 years ago. And they end up with Arteta. I'm not saying that Arteta is the best thing since sliced bread, but a lot of the time, if someone said to you, "Would you take Arteta at your club right now as we speak?" I would. You would. Liverpool probably would, and a lot of other clubs would. Yeah,
this is
what I'm saying. They kind of set this trend of trusting coaches that have no CVs. Really, they got maybe a little something on there, maybe potentially as they've come through, and giving them a chance. So it's kind of bad that we cuss Arsenal for this, but right now the new wave, in my opinion, Ches. By the way, I could be right from wrong. It could be wrong from right.
I don't disagree with you. Just a side.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So it's mad how we cuss this, how we were cussing this to the point with like shit. Like I'm welcoming this at this point in time.
So you know what it is, though. The thing is, I agree with you, but you need to have a process and trophies in there. The reason why we troll them is because they don't win nothing along with the process. Like, for example, yeah, we'll give you an example. If Chelsea get 4th in the FA Cup or a Conference League, that's progress and that's trophies. So you man can't really say nothing. Then the next season, if we get 2nd and an FA Cup, it's process and it's trophies. Now, the problem why Arsenal get trolled and why I don't want to be compared to Arteta at all, that's the only thing I disagree with you guys. I hear everything you said, yeah, is because they don't win trophies along the way. That's the issue. So Man United, yeah, can be dusty and pick up 2 trophies. And yes, they're doing it backwards. You'd rather have a process than trophies. But at the end of the day, the reason why you have a process is to win trophies. So, like, my thing is, if Maresca comes in and gets 4th on a trophy, I can tell you right now, I'll be very, very happy. And that'll be a good decision from the board. But if he gets 4th and no trophy, I'm going to be indifferent. And if he doesn't get 4th entirely, it's like we're going backwards. So it's very hit or miss. There's no grey area for me. You either perform and win the Conference League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and get top 4, or you don't. There's no like grace period. And yes, we've given the guy a 5-year contract. And if we used to sack him, it's a circus. What I'm not going to do is do an Arteta thing and just go, you know what? He might win it. Let's see. You know what, Kaz? I do hear you. Arteta might win it next year. And this conversation might be null and void. You know, you never know. But at the end of the day, he hasn't won nothing as it stands, other than the FA Cup, of course, with his own team. So you're saying process, but what is it amounted to? Nothing. So there's a balance, is my point. There's that Maresca comes in and gets 4th, will be appeased. If he wins a trophy and gets 4th, that's a good season, bro.
I think so. Yeah,
it depends how you want to look at it. Like if you look at Arteta as like because you said you're taking him as a manager. If you're looking at him as a manager to progress your team up the league, then it's a W. Before saying Eric Ten Hag can win the Carabao Cup, FA Cup without no process, dusty football, then like at the same time it's like you have to think about it harder.
You know what I find mad though, Mons, with this whole situation. Obviously, I don't want to talk about Chelsea because I mean the manager situation, because there's a few other things going on at Chelsea, right? It's the 5-year deal part. The 5-year deal, and I'm thinking, what? Like, have they not?
What was Poch's a 2-year? Was Poch's a 2-year?
That was a 2-year, and we
2+1.
Yeah, 2+1. We all thought at first it was going to be a 2+1, and it ends up being a 5-year deal. And I'm thinking, right now, if you're that institution, if you get this one wrong, like to be fair, Chelsea fans are in a win-win situation. Either exposes the board, or it goes right and successful. So they're in a win-win. So in a way, because then they can direct their frustrations one way or another. But a 5-year deal is a big risk for someone who is not even. There's not even a name in the game. You know what I mean? You just won the championship. I mean, I swear Roy Keane won the championship with Sunderland. Like, it's the same, bro. It's just, I wouldn't personally do that. I think there should be a lot of option on it. That's what I'm thinking. I think it's just another risk. Every time this board just seems to always have risk, another risk. And at the moment, not a lot of them risks are paying off, but then half of them are paying off, like Cole Palmer, of course.
To me, it seems like emotional decision making, not strategic decision making. Do you know what I'm saying? You're looking at things on the surface and you're making an instant change. But it's okay to make emotional decisions if you're going to have a logical solution. Does that make sense? If you're going to have a logical solution, then sacking someone like Poch can make all the sense in the world. You know what I'm saying? If they brought in Hansi Flick, not saying Hansi Flick's the right Chelsea guy, but you know, if you brought in someone who was slightly different to Poch or an upgrade of what you've seen, then cool. But Enzo is so relatively unknown. It's like you're almost going backwards on someone you already didn't start. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like me dating a 6 out of 10. She's a 6 across the board. Yeah. And she does something to piss me off and I bin her off. Yeah. I bin her off. Right. Man, am I expecting me to go find a 7 or I just go find a 4 out of 10, or I go find a 4 out of 10 when the potential could be a 7. You see, it's like you're going. Do you know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, is Enzo even better than Poch? Based on
no, but you know it is
maybe the football's better. So maybe the football's better.
Yeah, so that's where the
maybe the training and the training. Maybe the training.
Translating it to the Prem.
Yeah, but that's always going to be a question you can answer for any manager from any league. Forget the fact he came in the championship. If this same guy was in Germany A, it's a Bundesliga, we'd be having the same question, but you wouldn't because Bundesliga. So you would assume it'd work, right? So my point is like your point is halfway right, in my opinion, of course. Where I'm agreeing with you, but the difference is that like Poch is a good manager for what he is as a manager. That might not be what we want for the team.
For you
understand? So him getting sick and not even making the Europa League, and with dusty football, with 60 goals conceded, if you actually think about that holistically, that's actually not that good. Like, it's not. So when you put it like that, you might could nod your head and go, you know what, that actually makes sense why they got rid of him. But the risky part, which is also true, is why would you go for a championship guy? Well,
that's what I don't
always
understand.
Going to be a debate, though.
Yeah.
Like, if he was from, I don't know, like Real Betis, you'd be saying the same thing. The only difference is La Liga over Championship. Facts or not?
Yeah, no, it's true.
You're right. If it was the same guy in Real Betis and he got, I don't know, 6th place, he overachieved, right? Or he achieved what Real Betis expected, which was Europe, right? Like they're kind of Europe or Fiorentina, them kind of teams, yeah. No one would be saying, "Oh, championship manager," but you still would question whether you could come to the Premier League or not.
Yeah, let me ask you then.
That for me isn't really the debate. The debate is, can he step up to Chelsea?
It's a club, Coach is coaching, but running
I
a
just
club
feel like that's someone.
That's more of a debate, isn't it?
I generally feel like that Enzo guy is someone you see Brighton trying to get.
Huh?
I feel like Enzo is someone you'd see a Brighton.
Yeah.
No, it definitely. Bro, don't get it twisted. I'm not sitting here defending it. Hear my tone. I'm not going, no.
Yeah. I know.
It's okay. I'm more saying, like, trying to think logically. This probably makes more sense than go for just De Zerbi, because I think De Zerbi would be the easier option proven.
No, I wouldn't say it makes more sense than the Zerbi, bro.
No. I'll tell you why. Because getting the Zerbi was on the table, by the way. It's not off the table. So they've obviously chosen Maresca for a reason. Because the Zerbi's played with Colwill, Mudryk, Caicedo. He has Premier experience. He's played in the Champions League. He makes a lot of sense.
You know who
There's other reasons why they didn't choose him. And people go, oh, because the Zerbi's not a yes man. Use your football intellect and read into things. All football, what's it called? Even Arnie Slot, Man United's new manager, will be a degree a yes man. That's how football is. Pep is a yes man to a certain degree until you earn it to talk on the board. They're all yes men.
To be fair, you could even say that we obviously remember it came out that we actually rejected Amorim because of the double in price. So you could, because I could say, oh, there's a reason why Liverpool could have got Amorim, but actually still decided to go for Slot. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean the board is right to do it still, though. You know what I'm saying?
Because it might go wrong. That's what I'm saying. I never said that right.
Let me ask them just quickly. So other than all of this, we can keep going back and forth. Who was actually, just a quick one, who was actually your choice? Like, what was your first choice? No other choice, just the first.
I don't know if I said it on stream. I wanted like Hansi Flick, someone with experience, who's actually won.
Yeah, it makes sense. You know what? One more question, because I saw someone say in the chat and I'm deep in it. We say Amorim, yeah, but what about Gasperini, the guy that knocked them out? You know he's a bit old and all that kind of stuff, but that doesn't matter. Atalanta, yeah. He plays brazy football. Yeah, I think he drills. He's a good coach. I think Italian, free at the back, which I think suits Chelsea. I don't know what it is, but Chelsea just free at the back is a long day. You're quite used to that.
Do you know what, Kaz? I do agree with Chelsea when the young manager though, because I think that does play a part.
You're trying to, yeah.
Oh, Fabrizio bomb! Oh, it's happened. Wait. Oh, it's happened.
What?
It's happened. Chelsea have agreed to appoint Enzo Maresca as the new head coach. Here we go. Here we go.
Actually done.
Here we go.
Bomba Clark
has changed that Bible.
That's my manager. That's my manager. Yeah. Hey, Kaz, that's your clip. That's your clip. That's you man's clip. That's the clip you man need. That's my manager. Yeah. Put sweat on his name. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on,
man. Wax. Hey, look at that head, man. Wax on, wax off, blood.
Look at the shine on his head. Look at the shine on his head. Look at it.
Oh my
God, man. Get in.
Shit, man.
Yeah, I'm low-key crying inside, but we have to put facades on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You have to act happy. Like I'm smiling. You know that meme, you man, with a smiling, but it's sad inside.
Yeah. When you have the smile face on the front,
me right now.
Behind the mask.
Don't think I'm showing teeth for the sake of showing teeth, because I definitely am doing that, by the way. Don't.
That is dead in me. Yeah.
No, I was actually scared. I thought you were gonna say, I thought you were gonna say, you know, I saw some link that DiMaggio said that apparently someone else wanted him. I thought you were gonna say someone stole him. I was gonna think, imagine this stream been left. And someone took this guy last minute.
See, this is what I mean. This is what you wanted it to be. That's what you wanted it to be.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the one, man. Yeah, that's the fucking one, chess, man. I'll be real though. If it works out, though, isn't it?
See, even you man are hearing it though. Don't do this.
No, bake with that. That's
me, man. This is me. You see this, yeah? This is me. Yeah? That's me right now, man.
What's it? You're mute, innit?
Yeah. No, we say, man, man's burning from the inside, Ches, man. Come on, man. It's all right, bro.
Man. You win some, you lose some, innit? You know what I mean? It's part of the game, innit?
And then I told Ches, I have the last laugh. Yeah. I love that. Last year, the same thing. This year, you know what I do, Ches? You know what I speak, Ches? I speak fluent trophy. Yeah, these days. I speak fluent trophy. Even in the mud, I smell, I type, I write in trophy calligraphy. So, anyways, calligraphy, fam.
Hey, but anyways, Cheds, you might bring that Dewsbury Hall to Chelsea though. He's cold.
No, allow it.
Who
You
said
know
that?
what?
I'll take that. Who said that?
Oh, no.
Dewsbury was a bad. He's
I
a
want
bad
him
man.
at
He's
Man
a bad
United.
baller still.
I want him at Man United. There's
Bro,
no
he's
chance.
being cold in the Prem. People
It's
forget
so
he's balling
good,
out in the
the
Prem
guys.
being relegated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
you know
good.
what? Actually, you know what? There's someone that I can link with all our clubs right now, and he's in the title. He's actually in the thumbnail as well. I mean, people don't know. Obviously, ENZO Maresca has just signed a "Here We Go" deal to Chelsea, 5-year.
Come
Five
on,
years?
man. Come on.
Yeah, 5 years. So if people don't know, obviously we just spoke about it in the last 25 minutes, but someone that is linked to Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United, and dare I say from Blake Gould, sorry, he said, Monts, don't let City hijack Ederson. This guy is sought after. Right?
Yeah, it said I'm not really on that. Yeah.
So big up
Ederson,
Blake, big
yeah.
up Blake. Ederson from Atalanta. We just talk about Gasperini as well, which could have been a choice, but maybe his age is not being a factor. Man said 5-year sentence. Big up your souls. But yeah, he's linked to Liverpool are clearly.
That's in prison. That's a charge.
You know what?
That's a
You know
charge.
what? You know what? Wait. Can I do a little something? Do you reckon do you reckon I should be doing a little bit of
No, because you don't know what man's gonna be like. You can't put man in jail. No, you can't put man in jail.
No, the Kaz.
nah?
Yeah, no. I wouldn't dash man in jail because I need to see what man has.
That's what honestly.
I need to see what he's saying, innit?
If he bops you 6-0, if he goes to Old Trafford and bops you 6-0, you wouldn't be.
I don't care right now. I don't care. It's not happened yet. All right, you say by the bell with it. But no. Ederson is a D. If people don't know, Ederson's the one that plays for Atalanta. He's I would say he's more of an 8 defensive type of 8, very athletic. 6, got a decent pass in him, but he's his recoveries. When I say he might be the modern day Fernandinho type, kind of player, I'm not saying that because they're just Brazilian. This guy is really, really good. Like literally, if you thought of Fred as well, the type of player Fred is that he should have been, could have been, Ederson's probably the better version of him as well. Liverpool want him, so clearly you can see what kind of players that Liverpool are targeting. Someone to go next to McAllister, someone that's quite athletic, defensive, can let the next man go forward. A bit like, if people don't know as well about what's his name? I really want him at United as well. Dutch guy that's at, why can I not think of his name? Dutch guy at Atalanta, Coop Miners. He lets him get further. Yeah, he lets him get further forward in a 3-4-3 as well. Sometimes a 3-5-2. Is this someone that you lot would want? Because clearly he's a really good profile, and probably a profile. It's hard to find these days for cheap. Look, imagine it's a bit like João Gomez as well, a bit from Wolves. I would say that kind of similar sort of profile. But if Man City want him, obviously for good reasons, maybe Liverpool want him, Chelsea want him, Man United want him.
What's the asking price for him? What's the price on his head top? What am I saying?
Let me check. They're saying something. Nothing really has been scooped up for his price as of yet.
Okay.
The demand is, I think they're going to demand something between 45 million euros. So about 37 million. So about 35 to 40 million pounds. Are you not taking him at Man United? Are you not taking him? Because I'm taking him at Man United.
What, Summerville?
No, my God, no. Ederson.
Sorry, Ederson. Sorry.
This guy.
Yeah, bro. First of all, Ederson can probably, if we're going off the performance that we saw in the Europa League, because I'm not gonna act like I watch Atalanta every week.
Yeah.
Every time I've seen him play, this guy pockets, man, innit? Do you know what he reminds me of? He's got that engine, as you said, kind of like Fred, but for me, he's so defensively sound. I generally think he's one of those DMs that attackers just don't want to come up against. I saw Frimpong got made to look like
Fling ponged,
bro. Yeah, bro.
He got fling ponged.
bro, he batted us. He batted up Liverpool, bro. Batted us up. Like, I'm talking, even, bro, why am I seeing Ederson run man out of play like he's a centre back? Bro, he's ushering man out of play like he's a wing back or a centre back. But then somehow he's back in the middle of the pitch again. He's everywhere, bro. And he's actually technically sound. His passing, for me, his passing looks quite good as well. Like, he likes a little over the top ball. He doesn't just look for the simple pass. He looks like he can play in the 8 as well as the DM position. He looked quite versatile. I'm definitely taking him in it. Like,
how old is he? How old is he?
I don't know. I can't imagine.
24. 24?
Yeah, 24.
For Liverpool, I'm thinking of the likes of Bajcetic, and then you got Endo there. And I think if you can make him the mainstay,
Better than
and
both of them. Better than both of them.
No, for sure. I haven't watched him, so I ain't gonna talk too crazy. But like I can say, but based on what your rhetoric is, okay, he's better than Bajcetic and Endo. So if you can allow Bajcetic to slowly improve in his game at Liverpool, because I don't want to stun Bajcetic as well, because I like Bajcetic. I know
he could be. I really like Bajcetic as well, but he's someone that could probably partner Bajcetic and play with McAllister in the midfield three as well. That's the option.
Yeah.
Oh, easy, because this guy can play box to box, bro. Let's not act like we ain't seen McAllister go forward in this Liverpool team, get a few bangers, top bins, and keep the ball moving and ticking a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like it can't be done, because it can be done.
So, but what do you do with the likes of the Ryan Gravenberchs and the likes of Szoboszlai? What do you do?
You fight for your spot. You fight for your spot.
Yeah, I hate that. But then let's say you got Szoboszlai. That's when you won't get a good run of games like Harvey Elliott and the Curtis Jones. Like
Ederson, Gravenberch. I'm not joking. Think deep, this people. Yeah, Ederson, Gravenberch, Curtis Jones. You're trying to run man into the ground with that sort of three. Yeah. We talk about people that can drive with the ball all over the pitch. Got technical ability there as well at the same time, defensive stability, and you got someone like Curtis Jones who's quite good when he goes and attacks as well at the same time. You got someone who's got good at passing range. That's a good mixture of three. And
do you reckon it would be a light skinned midfield?
My days, they're all light skinned, innit?
Yeah, light skinned midfield still.
Why does that make a difference?
Because it's just mad, innit? It's just like
destroyers, man.
It just looks crazy. all the way. That's funny. You man are funny.
Yeah. Like, because you know, because we still don't know if Trent's going to be made into a midfielder by slotting. We're not sure like what's going to happen with that. I think if it looks like if we're going to stick to 4-2-3-1, there's only really going to be 2 to 3 slots in that midfield spaces in it. One's going to be a 10, and the other going to. Yeah, the slots. Yeah, we're gonna say pun intended. But there's only going to be 2 positions in the pivot. There's only going to be 2 positions. And with so many midfielders, boy, you know what I'm saying? McAllister has to be a mainstay.
But McAllister playing a 10 though. I wouldn't mind McAllister in a 10, especially last season. The pitch. I like McAllister in that sort of another 10. And I was surprised about his link-up play because I've been watching Liverpool games a couple this season with McAllister. His link-up play with Salah is kind of decent. So if you move, like, let's say with Salah sort of inside as well, him and McAllister can, and Salah can do a little thing. And then you got Bajcetic, or let's say you got Ederson as well, holding that sort of that double pivot.
Well, I'm gonna say this: you literally could field a man of light skin FC, except for the goalkeeper. No joke. If you go and get A Nori, anyways, bro, you could literally field light skin. Literally, you could be light skin FC. You could be the new Bournemouth.
Yeah, bro. Think about it. Gomez, Van Dijk, Kwanzaa, Trent.
Gravenberch.
Go get Summerville. We'll go get Summerville as well to add
light
to
skin. You mean you got Sally, you got Gakpo.
Jaden Dance's mixed race.
Yeah, let him start. Yeah, Dan's Gakpo Summerville front 3.
Well, you
for Liverpool.
Huh?
Well, we're talking about.
Yeah, Summerville's willing to Liverpool. Yeah.
He's 22 goals and 10 assists this season in the Championship. It's quite impressive, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Wait, this guy's not impressed. What you said? You know what's interesting? If Chelsea go for him, this is someone I believe because Chelsea are also linked with him. By the way, this is someone
confused.
Not Summerville, and no Ederson, because that's someone I believe you need in your midfield because you can't rely on Lavia because of his whole fitness part. If he can even stay fit, but when you think of Chelsea midfield, 6/8. 8/6 basically. He's a bit like Caicedo in a way, but I think he's more defensively sound than Caicedo. But if you put him next to Caicedo, that's a cheat code, especially when you got someone who's got legs that can move around the pitch.
I feel like Lavia and Caicedo would be cold though.
No, it'd be good. No, that'd be very good. But you need
options. I feel like Lavia's got that he's got that deep line playmaker kind of role. He's quite athletic because he's patient in Caicedo. It's more like he's more also called what's the word, more agile. He's a bit more agile with it, a bit more flexible with it. And Caicedo is a bit more like a ball carrier, progress the ball up, key passes. I feel like when they're fit, I feel like they'll work. I don't think we need a midfielder in that kind of role. If anything, we need more of like a attacking kind of player who can play on the left as well. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm happy with Nkunku if ever you can keep him fit.
Of course, that's obviously a caveat with all players, right? But I don't feel like Lavia and Caicedo needs to be upgraded on. I thought we should just let them land and see what happens, man. I've seen Maresca's kind of football, watch some clips. I feel like it will suit our players a lot, man. I'm not joking. I feel like it will suit our players. Obviously, I'm not saying I'll amount to anything, but to answer your question, I don't know if Ederson's like where we should put our money, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm more looking at Mika Olise. More fair.
I was just going to talk about that, but before I do, guys, there's 400 of you in here. Please smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure to subscribe. If you do like the content, if you like the vibe it brings and whatnot, this is what me and Monts do every day. We're going to be doing transfers in the midday pretty much every day from now since the summers began, and then obviously there's debates in the evenings and any pop-up shows might be happening in case there is a massive here we go like kind of thing, or from David Ornstein breaking, as you know. But yeah, please smash the like button. We're not even on 100 likes, or last time I checked we wasn't on 100, so please do that. Big up yourselves. But yeah, man, let's talk a little bit about Michael Olise, yeah, because Ches, you're very confident he's going to Chelsea, but I keep telling people, yeah, it doesn't matter if his brother's there. One, his brother's not even that good as a prospect, yeah. For two, when you lot go play, like if you got brothers, I don't know about you, man, or siblings. Like for me, I only can talk on my part in it. But my brother plays football. He's quite good. Actually, my brother's a baller. But guess what? Do I want to go play with him? No. Do I care about being around him? I probably want to be away from him more than I want to be around him, because that's just a sibling thing. But I want to know why you think, right, according to Ches sources, why you believe
this is
Olise is going to. I want to know why you believe Ches sources, yeah. Why you believe Olise is going into Chelsea when you don't even need a right winger right now? When you've got man like Madueke that obviously which we've been propping up, and second of all, you got Cole Palmer because you play. I don't know if he's going to go into 10 or Maresca wants to play a 4-3-3, so it might be Cole Palmer's position. Because Man United has been putting a lot of groundwork for this guy, and I'm not just saying I'm biased.
It's tight. Obviously, time goes on, it gets a bit more technical.
And we're in a better competition, and that's not even something to say.
That for me isn't going to be the deciding factor. For me, I've been saying this consistently. You might think the right wing position is occupied, but the left wing isn't. Because Sterling might stay. Even if he does stay, I don't think he'll play that often. Got Mudryk, who's the young guy who's preferred to be playing, and I want Nkunku to play on the left. I want Olise or Palmer to play in the middle, and I want Palmer or Olise to play on the right, or interject during the game. We're going to get a striker with Sesko. We've got Jackson there already. And the deep line midfielders, Enzo, Lavia, Caicedo, already sorted out. So that's where I'm seeing Olise fit into the team. Then you have Carney behind them for depth. You have Madueke for depth. That for me is a solid like 6.
Do you think Madueke will be happy with that though? I don't think
Madueke is not good enough to say otherwise. So he's not.
Thank you.
Here he is. There he is. There he is. I was waiting.
Yeah.
Welcome. You mentioned Madueke, and this guy comes out of his underwear and starts doing the most. You relax up there, yeah. Anyway, Noni, I agree with Mont. He's not consistent enough to be saying to anybody, "Oh, why am I not getting game time?" If Olise comes in, he's starting, bro. He's starting. So you're looking at Kaz's, you got 2 new right wingers. We haven't got any left wingers that I trust at this moment in time.
Yeah, but that's got nothing to do. That's got nothing. But predominantly, Michael Olise's trade.
Kuku can play left. I'll rather play Kuku left forward.
Yeah, I hear it, but you got your left side. But Olise's not the left side. Like, not saying he can't play there, but predominantly, I think his favorite position in his trade is right wing.
When Kuku's transferred to a left player, left-sided attacker, that means we just need cover for the middle and the right, which Olise can do both. Olise is a 10 or a right winger. It doesn't matter.
No, I hear it, but I don't. It could be used that way.
Bro, this is what I'm saying, welcome. I've been saying this for time. I've been saying 4-2-3-1. Yeah. Lavia, Caicedo, Palmer, or let's say Palmer, right winger, Olise 10, Nkunku left, Sesko up front, or Osimhen. It makes sense. Balance, work rate, pace, technical. That's what I've been saying. So if I'm saying to Olise, you can stay in West, you can stay in South, it's the same money, same amount of game time, same P's, but you're playing with a younger squad, technical squad we've already built. The team's nearly built. We're only missing what? How many players do you man say we're missing? Like 4 players, maybe? 4 base players? That's it. Man United needs a whole rebuild. We've already done our rebuild.
I don't think he should go Man United. I don't think that'll be good for his.
That's what I'm saying.
I just don't think Man United will just be a curse. I think personally.
But why though? How can it be a curse when you get praise?
Let's say the here and now is that you still got Ten Hag. Yeah, give me a player that Ten Hag has improved under Man United. You had. Let's look at.
I hear that part, but the consensus is that Ten Hag isn't staying. G. Like, and on top of that, having some structure and actually building some decent players and getting players in and stuff like that. And if you want to build that new structure, people have been praising Jim Ratcliffe's like what he's been doing, the patience, the structure that's been built under him with the CEO and stuff like that. And we keep talking about how shit Chelsea's backroom and everything is, blah 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 blah, right? And so you got to start somewhere. Do you get what I mean? In my opinion, if you're going to start with a right winger,
starting somewhere with Anthony is not the right case. So you got the likes of Casemiro, Varane that might be off their way. You got Mason Mount. You don't know what's still going on with there as well. You still need a midfield rebuild, and I swear you builded your midfield recently as well. You're talking about Olise, but you just had Anthony. You're talking about Amad Diallo. He's still there. So what's happening with him? Do you get what I'm saying? So
Anthony was actually 2 seasons ago now, believe it or not. So there you go.
Yeah, exactly. So 2 seasons. So Maresca, okay, he's a young prospect and stuff like that. Dallo, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, what's going on with that? Are you going to replace him? That's my point. Your whole team needs a rebuild because getting Olise is what you guys do all the time. Oh, we're getting these players now. This is all done. It's sorted. But then you go back to square one. Your team is in the worst situation right now where your whole team needs a rebuild. Do you get what I'm saying? That look good enough to beat at Man United. Who knows? Do you get what I'm saying?
Dallo is one of the best right backs in the Prem. What are we doing here?
No, but that's what I'm saying. One day he's the best right back, one minute he's not. So what I'm trying to say,
no, on the real, like as much as
no, it's crazy. No.
How is that crazy? Name me some right. What from this season?
No, right I heard him. Of course, I ignored it.
No, you didn't. Move on.
Wait.
As you were saying, yeah.
No, I don't know why you.
No. Ches, he meant for Man United.
No. Wait. Hold on.
The floor is yours.
First and foremost, he's been Man United's most consistent player, and I hear that, yeah. But tell me where he's really been absolute dog shit in 5 or more games. You can't even.
He's been decent and he's been better than 10
in this season. Tell me better right backs.
Gusto, hands down, bro.
I would say they're about.
Do you want to talk about GA?
I would say about but I don't care. I don't care about that. I wouldn't say the Gusto has been absolutely immense over the long.
I'm saying, do you want to talk about GA or eye test? I could give you both.
Yeah, but this season.
Right back, he's been decent. So
this season, I'm not. Don't give me Reece James, bro. He hasn't been fit. We don't even know if he can stay fit. One second. I'm thinking to people in the chat. Porro, I can hear that shout, yeah. But at the same time, Dalot's better than Porro defensively. So on that notice, we go there. Ben White, obviously more consistent. No, wait. Trent. Apparently, Trent's not even a right back anymore. Who's the other geezer, the little kid that's been playing there? Connor Bradley. Apparently, Trent's a midfielder. So make up your minds. Come on, man. Like you can't really name more than any fullback that's actually better than
the best right back this season, right? And we're saying
I said one of the best.
Oh yeah, if you want to put one of the best among all the one of the best, he's probably at the bottom of the list. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay, cool. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, he's bottom of the list of one of the best. Yeah, no. You try to do the shameless thing, bro. Oh my days. Just because he's
now just show something quickly, yeah. This is what is predicted our team will be like, yeah.
That sucks.
So let me just say something, yeah. You see a Mudryk and Madueke.
That's the Fofana. But Fofana would have lost a minute.
Bro, you know what it is, yeah? They've got, one set. Mudryk and Cuckoo Madueke. I'm saying
that midfield 3 don't work.
Jesco, Olise, Palmer in the 10.
Yeah, but that
Enzo behind him. James inverts to make
bro, we've seen Enzo, Caicedo, and Palmer in the 3, and you got ripped up by Man United.
No, that's not the point, bro. The point is he plays a 4-1.
Tarrant is not better than 4-1 is not better below.
Attack, G. So basically,
That midfield sucks. That midfield sucks.
You know what, Kaz? You dismissing it means it doesn't suck.
No. That midfield sucks because it'll just get.
James can't invert like Trent does.
there's no athleticism in that midfield.
Trent, what? James not athletic?
Bro, who knows? Is he going to stay fit?
That's not the question, though.
No, but is he going to stay fit?
That's not the question I asked.
Even if he inverts or doesn't invert, it doesn't matter. Then there's an exposure down one of
You
your
just
sides.
try doing Dallo prop. You
No. You can't tell me Reece James we can't say Reece James because one, even at the start of the season, he's banned for 3 games, and 2, is he going to stay fit?
That's not what I asked. You said is he athletic or not? I said he is.
No, that midfield that has no athleticism, just technical ability.
Inverts.
It does. Well, that might be a little bit better, but at the same time, it's still your midfield 3. It will get ran past. And let's not act like that. Off the ball, that team sucks.
Why are we doing the most? Why are we doing the most here?
It's true though. I'm not trying to even be raw about it. I've seen it this season. I've seen that midfield 3 this season, and it doesn't.
The way
it's not that good.
Bro, we've been speaking on this stream saying Potts these people on islands this whole year, but he's neglecting that and going, that's
the whole reason why he puts Gallagher in that midfield, because it needs legs and it needs.
You saw that Man United game at home. I said it was on his ones.
Yeah, in a way, but it goes to show that midfield 3 don't work. You need legs.
That's my point. The setup was poor. Like you can, bro. If I said to you, Wilkshire, McAllister in the DM would bang, people look at you sideways, but in the system, it just works. Like that's just football, though, isn't it? Like it's easy to say, oh yeah, McAllister's not at the 6. How could he play 6? Because he's been chosen to a certain role, certain capacity. In
and he has legs around, and he has legs around him. That's why it works.
That's my point. So if you set the system, you're making my point. So if you set the system up correctly, invert fullbacks, what you have to do.
But he ain't really done it inverted fullback. I've seen Joe Gomez invert next to me. I wouldn't call him the most athletic player in the world, but I'm just saying he's got legs in front of Curtis Jones, Gravenberch, athletic players, people that can actually get across the pitch. Not saying they're the best, but you need people that can get across the pitch. But the whole point with Olise, anyways, I don't see why he wouldn't want to come to Man United. Boyhood club, not that it really means much in football these days when you're a footballer, I don't think. But it does count for a little something. I know he's a Cobham boy, but I think there's more. I can't lie. I think if you're going to sell off a project right now to someone, I think it's the same argument Chelsea fans used last season.
What is your project? So I'm a leaser right now. You're trying to sell me your project. So far, before you land, so my project is right. You got a manager right now who don't know who's staying or not. All right. There's a merry-go-round with managers as well, and then who knows what's going on with that. You're the first time you got the Ineos backing you this time, right? That changes. Now, in terms of teams, so you man got Europa, right? That's decent. That's cool. Okay, in terms of team, so I'm looking around. I'm Olise. All right, who am I looking to try play ball with right now?
Oh, talk to me then. Talk to me.
Varela is on his last legs. Wan-Bissaka might be going as well. Mason Mount chooses when he wants to play football and stuff like that. Amrabat as well. You still don't know whether or not you're going to
talk about Rashford. Don't even bother mentioning that.
But you don't even bother with him because, listen, you man were cussing Amrabat as well. But these man were telling us that Amrabat was the best thing after the World Cup. But hey, that's neither there or there. Cool.
And one and
plus, you talk about selling the project. You do even not have an identity of football yet.
But that's the whole point. That's the whole point of selling off a project. If you're gonna have people that are competent enough to sell off a project,
I can't lie.
Yeah, but I'm not being funny. But if you
build a team around Olise,
His rebuttal is true though. His rebuttal is true in terms of that's how you sell a project. But guess what? Chelsea have already proven they can sell a project to people.
Yeah, and if you're looking on it, if you're looking from the outside in, it doesn't look that good.
Lavia injured, Nkunku injured. But guess what? They will join. They will join. They will join. And you told Olise you could play with Palmer, Nkunku, and a new striker.
Man, the man them. Come on. When FA Cup
that's hard. That's hard.
That's hard. It's the same, but you know what? You lot have just dismissed the whole massive point as well. Yeah, the same way Chelsea have spent what they can spend in one window and even get rid of players. Man United can do exactly the same thing. By the way.
In the process,
but that's fine. That's fine. But when you're talking about we can make you a star player, we can make you literally could be the face and all this stuff, blah blah blah. We're looking to build around you and stuff like that. I'm not being funny. Nkunku's been in the Prem for a year. Why would you want to play with that, brother? Like we don't know how good it's going to be. As a second of all, let me be real. Let me be real. A more stable board that's actually got literally better CVs and better like options to go and sell something rather than a Chelsea man who's ran by a guy who has nothing. There's nothing in the background.
Joe Shields doesn't matter, guys.
No, Joe Shields is
Joe
the big.
Shields is cold.
Yeah, of course he's cold. He got the reason why he got Palmer in and all that kind of stuff. But to say that Man United can't set up a project, I don't think it's that far off a Chelsea part, because at the end of the day, they've just gone for a young coach. Yes, they got better players, technical ability, But at the same time, Man United can go get a bunch of new players if they wanted to this year now. Because if you got to know your finances, you know your finances. But it's the same thing. You can't just.
You can't obviously sell a project, but is it a project you have buying into? If you're gonna get someone like Olise, if you think about the years, because think about it as well. If you're Olise and you're looking at Man United now, who's went to Man United and has been able to? I
can kill this off in one.
Sancho, look at the whole Sancho saga. So you got.
I feel like I can kill this off in one argument. Literally one point.
No,
yes, I can, because you know what?
When you're looking at Man United, you're not thinking about Olise. Why would Olise choose to go to United when he's seen already?
Because at the end of the day, if you're part of a project that revives, I'm telling you now, you're going to be more remembered for the reason or the start of the revival or someone of a Manchester United institute than a Chelsea institute. I've been hearing
this for years, by the way.
Yeah, but the thing is, it still sells. And the thing is, it still sells. It still sells. The deep is when you have to deep it as well at the same time. Yeah. You got someone who's proven, who was a CFO of Manchester City, and also someone that, like a Joe Shields, was a part of an academy set up and everything, and he's got a very, very good CV in that manner. If you're gonna, we're talking about footballing people with great CVs under them. You telling me Big Man United can't sell off a project to someone?
No, I never said they can't. That's Wilk's point, isn't it? I disagree with that. Look,
no, because Wilk's is more of a refusal.
Inferior. One sec. They could start their budget off this summer. No one's saying they can't. But Kaz forgetting he has to choose between two clubs, Chelsea's project and theirs. You might not like it, but we're way far ahead of your project than when you started yours. Way far ahead.
Yeah, true.
We've got the players there. The manager's now in. Yeah. The board is now aligned. Everything in theory, not practically, in theory is there. We just need a few pieces. Goalkeeper we linked to, striker we spoke about, Elise did cool. So you're selling that to him. He's one of the 3 pieces that's left. You go into Man United, who hasn't even started their process yet. We don't even know who their manager is. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying,
and that's what can make it even. That's what can make it even. That's the fact. That can make it even better.
And that's because if you get him, I'm telling you now, the only reason why you get him, no disrespect, is if we just go, we want something from the left wing, or we don't want.
This is you know what the maddest thing is. This was kind of the same. You know what? You know the maddest
before you start looking at other houses.
The house, but what you on about? The house is already in order. Like from the top, it's pretty much solidified. They're just waiting for them to come in, which is fine. It's already there. But I'm just saying. On top of that, you know where I heard this argument, which is kind of funny. Last year there was an argument between Mons and Don, who's got the better project. Yeah. And Don was so convinced that his project was better and further than Liverpool's. And that's a fact. And Mons gave that argument, the same kind of argument I'm giving when Liverpool were in the absolute trenches, bro. Europa League, all of that. And guess what? They still brought in ballers. They still brought in what they needed to and still succeeded further. So that goes to show. The only thing is, the only argument that Don had, obviously, over Mons was the point when that obviously they won the race for Caicedo.
No, it was financial.
And that was a financial reason more than a sporting reason. And that's true.
To be fair,
and also, remember the main point of my argument: uncertainty FC, hire and fire FC. That you don't know who your manager's going to be more time. A lot of the time you're over there.
The club isn't hiring. The club isn't hiring players for the managers, though. The players know that. They're not there because of the managers. They're there because of the football club and the players they're playing with in the style of football. That's why they've appointed someone who plays that style of football that matches the players. We're not appointing managers for, for example, Pep. We're not getting players for him. Getting players for Chelsea Football Club. So that point's invalid. The thing I was going to say is that Kaz is saying all these like hopeful, wishful stuff, but
I could probably say that. I could say that part of it is, of course, because there's a bias.
My thing is actually like, you might not agree with it. You might think we're meaty, but there's something actually there. So when people have got no process, I'm not going to say there isn't. There's definitely a lot. Process. So what's the word, Kaz? We've got no like vision. We're just like shooting in the dark. I'll buy him. That's fake. That's not actually true. You might not agree with it. But at least it's coming into a team where you're going, look at Palmer's numbers last year. First ever Prem season. What are you saying?
Yeah, no, I can hear that. I'm not trying to downplay it. I'm not trying to downplay Chelsea's project.
Goals or something throughout the whole campaign. So you're thinking to yourself, as a Lisa, if you're a Lisa, you're probably thinking, Why should I go to Man United? Yes, you can sell the project, and you probably do have a project here, but you can't build a team out of Olise first and foremost. I genuinely believe that. And
Easy.
two, and I think to myself is Olise. There's so many case studies at Man United that shows that you go to Man United, your career will just plummet. Do you get what I'm saying? And if you've got man from the ends like Sancho, these men are like the same sort of man.
But that's
and be like, bro, it ain't like that, my bro.
No, I hear it, but at the same time, you can use that argument for Chelsea as well. You go to Chelsea, your career kind of doesn't. Yeah, there's no evidence in their ownership that it's going to go forward either, because they plummeted too.
They have a few pieces just to work on. At least with Chelsea, you can see the sort of process, and you can.
In a way,
you got the Cole Palmers, you got the Maduekes, you got get another striker, solidify the defense, and you got a decent enough manager. We still don't know if Eric Ten Hag is staying or not. So at least it's gonna. So you selling the project. Sometimes it's the manager now. Managers are super.
I'll tell you now. I think the players. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but you're going to like players don't talk to other players. Yeah, and whatnot. So I'm pretty sure if that's the case, we don't know it, but I guarantee the players know what's going on, and the people that ask. The owners who sell a project will tell them who the managers. So it doesn't matter who we don't know. You said think about Olise, yeah. So Olise would know that.
Guys, think about it. We were able to persuade a 17-year-old wonder kid from Brazil. Endrick went to Real Madrid. Asteville with William Nasser was coming to us. We sold a project to him all the way in Brazil to come to our club. He could have waited out. So Olise, who already knows about London, bro, he ain't got to move yard. I'm talking about the tangibles. He ain't got to move yard. Forget his brother. He ain't got to move yard. South London, can still play games. We'll still get minutes. We'll still be in Europe. We'll be looking to push for Champions League football. We'll be looking to win a trophy. It's getting a new manager, play with technical players, same money, same everything. The only difference is that it's Chelsea and not Man U.
Yeah, but it's not. I feel like you lot are looking at this in. I don't know about you, Monche, but the way I'm gathering you, welcome. Your vision for me sounds so short term. Rather than long term as well at the same time, because you're thinking about the here and now of what you've got and where it is right now. Don't get me wrong, but to sell a project, you usually give a plan of the next 3 years.
Right.
I said no. Wait. Hold on. I'm all right. One sec. I didn't say you, Ches, by the way. I said Welks.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Because Welks is talking about the here and now. Yeah. Hold on.
Are you linked with any other guys?
Yeah, we linked with quite a few guys. Of course, with Man United, we linked to every...
two midfielders. Give me like two midfielders that you're probably linked with.
Ederson, there's one, and Hodgelman from Sporting, that's for a DM. Who else is there? João Gomez from Wolves, that's another one that's recently just come up. There you go, there's 3. I just gave you 3.
Oh yeah, no, sorry.
Fofana's another one from Monaco.
Yeah, but carry on what you're saying.
Shrewsbury Hall's another one. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just trying to say. So obviously, on that notice. Clubs make promises, and of course, in the short term, it counts for a lot when the player makes a decision, right? But usually, when you're a young player, it's not always about the short term; it's always about the long term vision. And if you've got footballing people, why did my camera go so dark? This is your fault, Welks. But anyways, on that notice, it's like you sell it off on a long term, and you make those promises, and that's how you draw a player in. That's why you do a lot of groundwork. I believe Chelsea done their groundwork, obviously last year until the thing was signed, but we've been tapping him up, you could say, for the last 6 months. That's why I'm more confident about Man United, because he would be the main starter, the right wing. Ches is just theory, by the way, because Maresca plays a 4-3-3. He drops into a 4-5-1. He doesn't play with a 10. So on that note, Palmer's the starting right winger if we go in off of Maresca's tactics.
No, I've seen different formations and stuff, but
but that's the truth. And then sometimes he plays a 3-5-2 and allows the fullback to invert and has 2 up front.
He might not be the same.
Yeah, but I know, but we can only go off. You can't say he might change it. We can only go off fact, and that's fact. He doesn't play with a 10.
But then if you're saying to me I'm going based off short term, then you can definitely say if you're based on long term, you can say that the manager can switch it up based on the players that he has. Klopp did not play 4-3-3 when he first started.
Yeah, no, I know that he used to play 4-2-3-1 Coutinho in that point, but with the players that he has got, he could change it. But if you're a new coach deep in it, you're not going to change up your tactics. That's just won you a league at Leicester, like unless he is that adaptable. But we don't know that. At the same time, I think I'm just trying to provide. I'm not. By the way, if you're a Chelsea fan in here, yeah, I'm not trying to provide that he won't go to Chelsea, because I think there's a big option to go to Chelsea, and I don't see why you wouldn't at this point, because Chelsea can easily sell projects. They give out 8 people accepted 8-year contracts for flip's sake. Like, let's be real here. If you're going to accept someone's an 8-year contract, you must really like what you've been told. So I'm not saying that, But I'm just trying to provide argument at the same time that Man United could also sell a project at the same time.
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean?
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
not
sell
saying,
it, but I know Chez's argument is the probability of which one you're going to
That's
more
what I'm
accept.
saying, yeah.
But well, I feel like his argument is being more short term. Do you get what
Because
I mean?
I'm not saying he won't go Man U because that's stupid. I'm not gonna be dumb and say he's not. But I'm just very confident if he had to choose between the two, us two in particular, not Liverpool, not City, he'll choose us for the reasons I've given. If I'm wrong,
You know, it's just go Liverpool, innit?
I
Yeah,
can get
he'll probably come to our clubs then at this notice, probably waste his career then at the way it sounds.
Yeah, after all this, he might not even leave.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, in theory,
yeah. Well, yeah, we'll see about that.
The Olise thing is scary because I think he should make the right decision for his career, and I think
Chelsea makes a lot of sense.
I think Chelsea would make a lot of sense compared to someone like Man United, because Man United is still just a lot of uncertainty. That's
that's true. That's true. I give
young player to solidify your career now. You just wouldn't want any sort of uncertainty. Well, you want to minimize the uncertainty, if that makes sense. There's always going to be uncertainty in football, but you will just try to minimize the uncertainty that you will have in football.
Yeah, and I feel like if we're the debate, people being
that's a better argument, I would say. Yeah, 100%.
People being harsh to Chelsea and Man United because obviously people are looking at our current squads and where we ended up, and obviously not won the FA Cup, which is good, but it wasn't a good season. But people forgetting there's a lot of changes happening at our clubs, isn't it? Like Man U are going for a whole rebuild. Chelsea are getting their literal final pieces, which we've all spoken about. Yeah. Goalkeeper, centre-back experience, striker. Our clubs could look completely different next year. And I'm just saying that hopium. I'm looking at the facts. So it's definitely a debate. It's interesting, isn't it?
Anyways, there's still over 300 odd people in here. I know there's Bear Man Live as well at the same time. Please make sure you subscribe. There's been a few subscribers. Also, like the video if you haven't liked the video. I don't know what we're on, but I'm pretty sure you lot can do this. I want to talk about one more thing, though, as well, before that. I just want a quick 5 minutes, because I'm going to talk about it more in depth on Monster Stream. This will be going to Monster Stream afterwards, right? Well, we should start in about 10 minutes, right? Less. Talk to me about Summerville. Someone that's linked with Chelsea as a left winger. If Chelsea are looking at left wingers, they're probably potentially looking to offload a winger, which could be Sterling. And at the same time, his top target situation looking like he might be going to Liverpool. And I don't want to downplay him. He's a young player, right? He's a goal scorer. Yeah. 22. And in the championship, it's impressive to have 22 goals or 21 goals and 10 assists. I'm not knocking him. I think he's a good player and he's Dutch. Maybe that's the reason for the link. What are we saying on that part? Like, Mont, are you...
Yeah, I've got a cut. Let me say it quickly.
Yeah, go on.
He'll be for Chelsea. Sorry, man, I've got a cut in it. I don't know, man. I don't really see. I seem like sort of like Enzo Maresca was like, can he really translate what he's doing in Leeds at Chelsea? I'm not too sure. So it's like he's a good player. I don't really see him as like a star kind of signing, like another project kind of signing. If it was me, I'm just gonna work on Mudryk a bit more to see where Mudryk goes this season. If Mudryk flops this season, maybe we can get rid of him and maybe get these kind of another project player. But if we're going to go for project players, let's just see how Mudryk goes. Then getting another project player on top of Mudryk. Now you got two of them who are like hit and miss. I don't see Summerville as he's better than Mudryk probably now, but I don't see him like clear like left winger and like coming into my football club. So for me, it's not worth the 50 million or whatever you pay. But that's just me, innit? But yeah, I wouldn't be angry with it. I wouldn't be like, yes, that's a left winger like situation.
You know what? Once hold fire. I want you to hold your opinion. I'd rather you actually say that for your show. I just want to say, give me a rating out of it out of 10 that you're in favor.
For Liverpool or just for any top team that he's gonna go?
No, for Liverpool. Liverpool,
I'll give it a 7. To be honest, a strong 7. Depending on who goes out the door for Liverpool, we'll go into more.
Yeah. All right, more in depth. I saw someone who huffed and puffed though. This is what I was waiting for. Welks. Well, go on, like, come on, man.
Yeah, no, I can't lie. I'm not really moved. Listen, I like Summerville, and you know, I remember.
Do you not trust Michael Edwards? No.
It's not about trusting Michael Edwards. I trust Michael Edwards here, but I don't know. It's just. What is it like? Is he just like a pace and power merchant for me? Do you get what I'm saying? And when you come to the Prem as well, we've seen what is it that the difference? What would be the difference between him and Diaz, for example? Obviously, yes.
Wait, did you say Summerville's a pace and power, Michael?
I wouldn't say I wouldn't say power. I would say I think he's really agile. No, trust me, he's bad.
He's built like Marcus Edwards, bro. He's not pace and power. He's built like Marcus Edwards.
Listen, I'm just not sort of too sort of convinced in it. Like
that's what I'm saying, man. He's like.
It's giving me that, and obviously when you translate that to the Prem and stuff like that, I just don't know. Like I'm always conscious about players that do really well in the Championship, and when they go to Prem,
but he did okay. He done okay in the Prem.
Yeah, he did all right. And I was like, bro. Fair enough. I remember because I saw he beat us, innit? He lost Van Dijk Street.
Yeah, bro. I'm not saying man need to be convinced by him, but to say he's pace and power is crazy.
No, I think
he's definitely not PMP.
He's got
no, but he's a technical low center of gravity winger.
That's what it goes to show. Like, and he's got an eye for goal, which is when you think of it, you got to fit into what the manager wants, right? At the same time, right? And I'm not gonna say I know mad about Feyenoord's wingers. I think Calvin Stengs is one of them, but he plays more central midfield these days, more than off the left rather than on the wing. But it does interchange, right? But Summerville is probably on the wing. Other than like a Harvey Elliott who ain't got the power, he's more of a playmaker. This is someone that's a direct winger. He's got an eye for goal, cheap. Do you get what I mean? If you're talking about shrewd side, if you're talking about, you know what you said though. I remember you gassing up Michael Edwards. Yeah, shrewd signings, names that you don't really know. You know, in world football, they're sort of the signings that Liverpool have been credited for under Michael Edwards and co. for a while. I'm not saying all of them are going to be hits because some of them weren't hits like Cater, but Cater had a mad injury, so we never know what is. But at the same time, if you're talking about Summerville, who probably might cost you around 20, 25 million, I think he's only got a couple years left on his contract as well. He's probably good for low blocks. Do you get what I mean? I'm trying to sell you it a little bit at the same time.
I'm willing to be convinced, but is that in turn of keeping Diaz or not keeping Diaz? So are you having Summerville as your mainstay, as your out and out right winger? So is it left winger? Sorry. Or left winger. Sorry. So is that Summerville as your out and out?
Wait. Actually, let me ask you. Tell me your left wingers, and don't say Darwin Núñez.
Cody. I'll put Cody.
That is a shout.
That's a shout.
And then
it's just Cody and Diaz.
Cody and Diaz. So when you think,
I wouldn't think of anyone from the academy that I would promote to the first senior team. Kumas, still a little young G.
Little young G. I like him.
He's a young G. So yeah, I'll go for Cody and Diaz. So
on that notice, when you deep it in the Prem, I don't know. Cody Gakpo's had twice now at the end of the season. He's turned up a little bit, right? Yeah. But at the same time, when you think about low center gravity on the left hand side, you think of Diaz. You want another kind of Diaz. Let's be real. In the Prem, you want to be nippy. Diaz, you can't get a ball of him sometimes. It's impossible. But at the same time, you need another one of those players. And maybe you might be looking at that kind of thing. And maybe the manager might have plans to move Cody Gakpo somewhere else or shift him. Do you get what I mean?
Think like there's a big difference. I don't rate Summerville the same level as like a Diaz. But
he's 22 years of age. There's a lot to grow and coach into.
The age thing's a little bit. The age
thing. Arnie Slot likes his wingers to score goals. So we create. So Arnie Slot is like, we always feed the winger. So at Feyenoord, all his wingers tend to score the goals, kind of thing. And if he's got that,
Jimenez got 20. Jimenez got like 20. Jimenez got about 24 goals.
For Liverpool's level, yeah.
But I hear what you mean. He moves out to the wings a lot.
Yeah.
He does.
What I'm saying is,
go on, Ches. Sorry, I'm going to wrap up your point.
It's because we're talking about Liverpool's project, this and that. Yeah. You man are meant to be winning now. You've got players in their prime, etc. Cool. Like, I don't know if Diaz. No, I do know Diaz isn't good enough for Liverpool to be starting games. That's facts. So if you're getting Summerville competing,
that's not true.
Diaz also might leave, by the way. Diaz might leave at the same time.
In my opinion, he's not clinical enough to be starting for a team in the Premier League. That's my opinion.
Fair enough.
If you're comparing,
you mean the top team in the Premier League? You mean the top team in the Premier League?
I said for winning the Premier League, so obviously.
Oh yeah, I thought you just said in the Premier League in general.
No, I'm sorry. We make a clarification. Winning the Premier League. So if Diaz has been compared to Summerville, that's medium, isn't it? In my opinion. Yes, Kaz is right. He's 22. So there's room to grow, all that jazz.
And he might not even be the starter.
But remember, Mudryk is dusted. He's 21, 22.
No, he's 23 now, isn't it?
Regardless, the semantics, 23. My point is that he's dusted. He's dusted, but Summerville's got room to grow. I'm not comparing.
No, but I'm not joking.
If you're old enough or good enough.
I don't want to cut you like that, but I'm not going to be funny, But I've seen more from Summerville in the Premier League in a shit team, and in terms of just pure footballing ability. I think Mudrik's actually a good playmate. I'm not gonna lie, his passing bare
I'm
underrated.
not
Yeah?
comparing him, by the
I'm
way.
not saying Mudrik. I want to rate Mudrik under this manager. This is his last year. I'll give him a fair dues, yeah. But I think
Yeah.
Summerville right now, Summerville, I think he's got, for me, for someone who's watched a bit of Leeds, only a little bit, but for someone who watched him last year as well, live as well, when I tell you, the guy who actually ended the Anfield stuff, do you remember that? Yeah. This guy, I think there's a lot of growth, like real growth in him to actually make him something a lot better rather than a Mudryk, because I don't know, I haven't seen enough from Mudryk in terms of, it's just the inconsistencies that I've seen from him is something I don't value on the eye test. But yeah, like he runs out of play. The dribbling could be better. He runs into players. I'm not saying that some people don't do that, because I'm pretty sure he does at the same time.
I'm making my point convoluted. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Because I'm not comparing them. I'm saying, oh, one's here. I'm just saying, like,
and you're talking 20, 25 million as well, considering price is always a factor.
That's true. But I don't know if Summerville and Diaz left wingers is enough to win the Premier League. And Lil, sorry, you man, your expectation it seems to be to win the Prem. There's no process thing with Liverpool. You man's project is a. It's
a bit disingenuous considering.
It's not disingenuous though, is it? It's not disingenuous though. What's their targets next season? I'm sorry. What's the targets next season?
To win a cup and just be in like top four.
I think they need to stay. I think they need to
stabilize. Need to know that our Arne Slot can do something. Then don't do that. Don't know.
You know what? Wait. Well, stop. I don't want to do this. I stop this. You just gave me a good idea for later on. Thank you very much. So I'm gonna allow that. Thank you very much.
I know what you're thinking, cuz.
Yeah, we need to pop over straight to Monster's show. We're gonna talk about that way more in depth as well. Also, furthermore, we need you lot to sign up to hit. Yeah, go on, run over. We need you lot. There's in the pinned is where we're going to be doing our watch alongs. Takes 2 seconds. It's totally free, and you can see the code that you need just to quickly join in because there's a little referral and it'll watch you. I'm going to be in Champions League finals, but me and Daps, and you might see Monster at times as well. We'll be running up watch alongs on there. There's 80 members. It's just a little shameless shout. It takes 2 seconds. There's loads of you in the chat, and I know you're going to look at it and think like, nah, that's dead. That's long. Can't be bothered. Trust me, 2 seconds, and it will notify you when we go live. I had generational head loss at the FA Cup final. So this is why I don't do streams. But I feel like it's something that we could move towards as well at the same time. But yeah, we're gonna end it there. If you can do that real quick, go over to Monster Stream. It'll be blessed. Big up Ches Real Blue as well. You can find him in the description below. And I'm not too sure if Volk's going to be running up content, but
no,
welcome. There you go. Then you heard it there. Yeah, in a bit. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll go straight there. Don't ignore Monster Stream. In a bit.